Hey guys, it's me, Brittany. I'm back with another video. I haven't been on here since March, which was National Kidney Month. But since then, I have been doing some traveling. I went down to San Diego twice. One time I drove, and the second time I went on an airplane. I went on the airplane, and it was my first time traveling on the airplane with like having to bring my dialysis supplies. So I kind of wanted to do a video about how my experience was and just like some helpful tips for possibly if anybody's watching that is on dialysis and is looking for some helpful tips on travel. So I'm going to go over first just some tips that I learned through my experience of just traveling. And then I'll go over kind of share with you just my overall thoughts on my experience with all of it. Okay? So, excuse me. So the first thing I would say is as a dialysis patient, I think it's important to create a travel checklist because you probably will forget something because you have a lot of supplies to take. The trip where I drove, I actually packed everything except for my dialysis machine, which is like the number one thing that you need. Like I can't even do my treatment without the machine. So I had to drive all the way back. I was luckily only 30 minutes away from where I lived. And so I was lucky to and blessed that God reminded me. So I had to go back and get my machine. But if I would have created a checklist, that would have been something that I didn't forget. So I do think creating a checklist is very important because you have so much to bring. Another thing is to expect to have a lot of stuff. I think the days are gone where you are packing light. If you are traveling and you are a dialysis patient, you're going to be carrying a lot of stuff. You're going to be bringing a lot of stuff. You're going to be packing a lot of stuff. So just expect to have a lot of stuff. You're basically picking up every single thing you need to do your treatment along with everything you need just to be for hygiene, everything you need for clothes. So just expect that you're going to have a lot of stuff to bring with you. Another thing is I think it's good to get to the airport earlier than you would normally do because what I noticed as a dialysis patient, they pat me down more often than I've ever gotten, going on an airplane just outside of being a dialysis patient. I've never been patted down so much at an airport being on dialysis. So I don't know if it's because of my catheter, because there is a little metal part on the catheter part, on the transfer set part. And maybe one day I'll show you guys. But anyways, that might be the case. Also, you'll be carrying your dialysis machine with you. So the container that it comes in, you might have seen it on my little post that I posted where I showed you pictures of my my time in San Diego. There was a picture of a black little suitcase. So you have to carry that as a carry-on. So basically you go through the TSA with that suitcase. So they usually pull you to the side and look through it. And my dialysis clinic provided me with a paper that kind of explains what the dialysis machine, what it is and all that. So both times that I went, they pulled me to the side, patted me down very thoroughly, went through all my stuff like that. So I would definitely get there earlier than you would normally get just to have that extra 20 minutes possibly that you may get pulled to the side to get patted down. But as far as that is concerned, one more thing. Also, wherever you're staying, so if you're staying at a hotel or friends or family, just kind of be patient with yourself the first night, because it's going to be an adjustment period, because you already have your setup here at your house, right? But when you go to a different area, whether it's a hotel, like I said, or a family or friends, you have to figure out what your setup is at their house. One of the nights, the first night that I stayed with my mom and had to do dialysis, the first setup that I didn't end up working, because I mean, I was able to do my treatment, but I couldn't reach the bathroom because you're hooked up to your machine, right? And so the cord is long. It's like 12 feet. They say it's about 12 feet long, which is fairly long. But for my mom's room, I couldn't reach the bathroom. Like, it got almost all the way up to the toilet, but I couldn't get close to actually sit down. So you want to make sure that wherever you're positioned in the house for your treatment, that you can reach at least the bathroom and at least the kitchen, in case, if that's not an option, then at least the bathroom, because what if you have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night? That's the most important. And then also, if you are using the sink to drain or the bathtub to drain, you want to make sure that your draining cord can reach the bathtub or the sink. Those of you that are actual dialysis patients, you understand what I'm saying. So it's very important that you kind of be patient with yourself, because it does get frustrating if you can't figure out what your setup is going to be. But once you figure that out, smooth sailing after that. So I would say those are the things that I noticed and I feel like would be helpful for a dialysis patient that's looking to or travel or, going to start traveling soon. Overall, my experience, I felt like going into it, I didn't know what to expect, but I knew it was just going to be a lot. And surprisingly, the experience I had, it was easier than I thought. And the reason why I think it was easier than I thought is because, one, going into it, I thought I would have to bring my dialysis solution, which is each box is 20 pounds each. And I basically use a box every day, right, to do my treatment. So if I stayed in San Diego the second time for 12 days. So if I were to stay in San Diego for 12 days, then at minimum, I would need 12 boxes at minimum, right? So that's 12 20-pound boxes. Imagine trying to take that on an airplane. Imagine checking all those in. Listen, okay, Southwest only do 2 50-pound bags. Anything over that, you got to pay, and I ain't trying to pay. So what really helped me is being able to deliver my boxes straight to my mom's house. That cut a lot of stress because I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get all this stuff on the airplane? How? And so I found out that I can get my dialysis solution shipped straight to my mom's house. So that cut out a lot. And then all I had to worry about was my other supplies, my machine, and just, my regular clothes and stuff like that. So just that alone is a lot of stuff, but I'm glad I didn't have to worry about my solution as well. So I would say overall it was, like I said, easier than I thought, but it is still a little challenging. I think the most challenging part was I had 3 rolling bags to take. And so 2 rolling bags is okay because you have 2 hands. But when you have 3 rolling bags and a carry-on bag, it's not easy. This is the first time I've traveled on the airplane that I needed to get one of those carts. And I can say I was rolling around that airport and everybody was like, are you okay? Do you need help? Because I was struggling, okay? But once I checked my bags in, I was okay. But it was a struggle in the beginning. But yeah, so I had a very good time. I already shared my pictures. I was there 12 days in San Diego. It was very nice. I feel like All the other times I've been to San Diego, since I've moved up here, it's always been like 3 or 4 days. And I feel like as soon as I get, comfortable, then it's like I got to go back and get back on the road or go back. So this was a nice long trip. I was able to see family and just kind of relax, see the beach, go to my mom's church and just kind of see, her church family and stuff like that, and just really spend time with my mom. So I had a really, really good time. It was definitely worth it. It was definitely a vacation that I needed. And yeah, so if you are looking to travel and you are a dialysis patient, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. It is doable. But it does require a lot of planning ahead of time. For me, for the dialysis solution, I don't know how all your everybody's manufacturer works, but mine is Baxter. And I had to plan. I think they want you to order it 1 month in advance at least. So if you want something delivered to like a hotel or something, your solution delivered, I believe you need to call them at least a month and ahead of time. So make sure that you are, planning ahead of time. If there's ever like an emergency, like somebody passed away or something, I think they can work with you. So if it's like, oh, I need something delivered within like 3 or 5 days, I believe they can work with you in those situations, but they would rather it be planned ahead. Okay. Well, I hope that was helpful for you guys. Again, traveling. It's fun. And you can do it if you're a dialysis patient. I always thought I couldn't do it, but it's doable. And it's fun. And it's needed. All right. You guys have a wonderful, happy rest of your Sunday. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.